and welcome to BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, YouTube, and website. So we're here to talk about how tarot can help you day to day on everyday basic decisions and life things that we have to deal with, and how we can maybe understand reactions and behaviors around us a little bit better. So dive into some self-discovery, self-awareness, and building some self-confidence. Enjoy your reading. All right, so this is our usual week ahead reading, and so week of November 17th. And yeah, we'll just start with kind of the energy expected for the week. And this first card is the World Reversed. So we're nearing the end of a cycle, a phase, a project. But things maybe aren't quite as we had expected them to be going. So maybe there's some delays. Maybe the results weren't as great or aren't coming together as we had hoped. So we're maybe feeling an emptiness about it or lack of closure, kind of with the ending of this journey, project, cycle, phase, whatever you're in. So definitely feels like, something's missing, and we're maybe feeling a bit lack of fulfillment. Right? Like, okay, it's great. We got it. We're here. We're done. It's all great. We achieved something, but maybe not feeling like it was the best thing. So, the one thing we could do is just to reevaluate the goals that we had at the start, reevaluate the process, what went well, what didn't go so well, and then just adjust. Make the changes that we need to for the next phase, because this phase is coming to an end. We don't need to start over with it. Let's just figure out what went well, what didn't, and then just try again. Keep going. The world just keeps going round and round, so we don't sit here and get stuck. We just take what we've learned and go to the next, start the next phase, journey, cycle, challenge, whatever it is that you're thinking about. All right, so what's the opportunity for the week? This card is the Five of Swords. So I'm going to say the same thing. Things aren't going as you wanted, and you're feeling like you're stuck in a battle that is, basically no win. There's no winners. Even if you do win, it's going to be kind of temporary, or it's going to be kind of meaningless. So, again, it could very well be going with that reversed world where it's just like, not quite where we want it to be. So, as an opportunity, it's really leading us to learn from the situation. We're gonna lay down those swords. There's five swords there. Two are on the ground. Maybe take the three with us. Um, but let's leave the ones that no longer matter. Let's leave those ones behind, and then walk away with what we've learned. Hopefully, we're walking away with some dignity. Maybe those swords represent the ideas that we can, and the lessons learned, that we can take to the next stage. So we're gonna take the high road. We're gonna leave those behind who don't support us. Um, whether it's people or ideas or values, um, concepts, whatever it is. Like, let's just leave the things behind that don't matter anymore. So basically, we want to just evaluate if the battle is worth winning at all costs, or if we should just take what we can, walk away with some dignity. So, good opportunity. Now, the next card is going to be the obstacle. What kind of bump in the road or challenge we might come across this week? And this one is another Five of Cups. So it's kind of similar to the Five of Swords. But this one relates more to our emotions rather than thoughts and conflicts. So here we are, kind of wallowing in our sadness, and we're only focusing on the cups that have spilled. There's 5 cups there, 3 have spilled, 2 are still behind us and they're full. But we're only paying attention to those 3 that spilled, and the sadness that has created, that loss, whatever it is, that's all we can think about right now. So we need to work through those emotions of loss, self pity, regret, disappointment, and move forward. So take those 2 full cups that we can use to heal and move on with. So basically, we want to forgive, forget, and heal so that we can keep going. So that could be our obstacle. Um, Spending too much time in our sadness and regrets this week. So just a reminder to think about how that might be impacting you. Next card is going to be the help card, and this is the 9 of Swords. So we definitely want to help ourselves this week by working through the anxiety and the fears that are holding us. We're stuck with some nightmares, some sleeplessness, probably overwhelmed with something right now. So we are likely overthinking everything. We're fixating on problems that may never happen. Um, we're definitely being too hard on ourselves, and we're reliving, some of those negative experiences that we've got. So we definitely want to help ourselves by acknowledging all that. Um, we want to move forward, and we're going to leave those negative forces, people, thoughts behind us. We're going to, again, grab those 2 full cups and go forward. Grab those 2 or 3 swords and ideas that can serve us moving forward. Um, we want to look at reality versus what we're constantly worrying about. We spend so much time worrying and thinking, oh, this could happen, that could happen, and in reality it's not going to happen that way. So we have to really step back, focus more on the reality versus those anxiety and the worries that we're facing. So just remember, there's always a light at the end of the dark night. So just let's focus on not letting those anxiety and that overwhelm take too much control this week. All right, the final card is going to be the action we can take this week to help with all this other kind of stuff. So this is a King of Swords reversed. So rather than lashing out, getting angry, or trying to dominate the situations or others around us, we definitely need to lay down our sword, step back from the conflict, the challenge, the whatever it is, and again, kind of take that high road. We're exhausted at the end of this long world journey, um, and we don't want to destroy how far we've come by being manipulative, cold, or unkind, which is what the reversed King of Swords kind of represents. So let's find some self discipline, and definitely find some forgiveness this week, especially for ourselves and for others. So that's the week of November 17th. BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow. Tell all your friends about how amazing and fun this is. We're really here for, just helping you with your self awareness, self discovery, and absolutely just building up your self confidence. The more we can be aware of these little nuggets, it'll just help us every day. We want to be wiser, more experienced people. And so hopefully this can help you a little bit. So have a great week.